Hey everyone, Cory and Margaret here. We're going to do our second half of the mobility to kind of go on top of the stuff from Leo's video. So we're going to do several different things here. I'm going to show you all the equipment you need. You should have all this at home, pretty basic stuff. And then we're going to go through each one. So first you'll need a good amount of space because some of the stuff is going to be on the ground. And then we're going to have a foam roller here, which you can use a foam roller or something that's about maybe, I don't know, 6 inches in depth just to use to place your knee on when we're laying on our side. We're also going to have a tennis ball. Tennis ball works, baseball, any type of ball that's kind of firm because we're just going to do a little foam rolling with the glute. We also have PVC pipe here we're going to use. You can use a bat, a broom, anything just because we're going to use it to kind of hold on to with one of our stretches. And the last thing we're going to use is a stretch strap. You can use a stretch strap if you have one. If not, we'll show you how to use a towel. Long bath towel or something will work perfect for this stretch too. Alrighty, so if you need to go grab those things, you can pause the video, go grab them, get ready, and come on back for all the mobility we're going to do. So, first thing we're going to do here is we're going to go on the ground. We're going to lay on our side. So we're going to be laying down long ways here, legs straight, and we're going to be stacked on our shoulders. This is where we're going to use our foam roller. Like I said, a foam roller. I think I've even used a basketball with this mobility thing here. It works well. We're going to have it out to our side. We're going to take that top leg and we're going to place it on the foam roller. So our shin is straight with the foam roller here. Legs a little bit above 90-degree bend. Our other leg on the ground is going to be straight. And then we're going to have both arms straight out. Actually, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to grab this. So if you have like a pillow or something, that's actually going to work for this. That way your neck isn't going to be kinked or anything. We have a nice neutral spine in the neck. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to take that top arm and we're going to rotate all the way to the other side. Good. Just like this, rotate as far as we can. We're keeping the knee on the foam roller. We're rotating our head, trying to get the shoulder down to the other side, and then back over. And what we're going to add to that also is we're going to reach forward with that top hand as far as we can. So what I like to do is reach, good, and then we're going to rotate. So this is our first exercise, and we're going to do 15 of them right now. So now that you've kind of seen how it is, adjust yourself, make sure you're in the right position, and here we go. So we're going to take a big deep breath in also, breathe in, and then rotate. As we rotate, we're breathing out. Perfect. Good. Trying to get as far as we can, coming on back. Good. Reach, and then rotate again. We want to make sure that we're not forcing anything here. We're not having any pain through the rotation, the shoulder, neck, or anything. Good. Coming on back. And we're just going through a comfortable range of motion. And go. Good. Number 3. Good. We want to make sure we're breathing there with that too. Taking a big deep breath in as we do that little reach there at the beginning. And then breathe out all the way as we rotate. Good. 4. And if you're not in the same pace as us, that's okay. You can go a little slower if you need to, a little faster, whatever. We just don't want to race through this. Number 5. Good. You might start feeling with each rotation there, you're getting a little more range of motion. Maybe if that arm wasn't quite down to the ground all the way, you're starting to get a little closer, a little bit lower here. We're making sure that knee, again, is on that foam roller the whole time. There we go. We're about halfway there. Reach, rotate. There we go. Good. Number 10 here. Good. We're going to do 5 more on this side. And then after these 5, we're going to do another mobility on this side before we flip over and do the other side. That way we don't want to flip back and forth. Good. Number 11. Again, make sure you're breathing with these. Big deep breath in through the belly, through the diaphragm, and then breathe out as you rotate. We got 3 more. There we go. 1 more after this. And good. Last one. Perfect. All right, we're going to stay in this position for our next mobility. So now, instead of rotating to the side, we're actually going to be going kind of up and around. So Margaret's going to take that right arm, and she's going to go up overhead, trying to keep the back of her hand on the ground the whole time. She's coming up and over, and she's going to go all the way around. As she comes around, she's now going to flip her hand. She's going to bend the elbow. So you're going behind your back. Yep. And then we're going to reverse that same exact pattern. So we're going to come back, flipping the hand over. Good. So she's trying to keep those fingertips, the back of the hand on the ground the whole time. And then coming back over, back to hands together, and then doing a little reach again to get those rhomboids. Reach, reach, reach. Good. And then we come back. All right. So we're going to do 10 of these. That was number 1. Good. So this is where you might feel, especially when Margaret's getting to, or coming back over. When she gets to this point right about there, you might start feeling the hand come off the ground a little bit. And that's okay. Like I said, you don't have to force, you don't have to be on the ground right away. Good. And you can pause this at any time if you need to make sure you get the right form or anything. There we go, good. So we're just kind of opening up the front of that shoulder, anterior part of the shoulder, the pecs, chest, all those muscles there. We're opening up. We're getting that little rotation again like we did in the first one. There we go. And again, we're keeping that knee on the foam roller. We're not rotating, so our lower body is facing this way as we're trying to open up and rotate our thoracic spine and our upper body. There we go. Again, if you have any tightness in the shoulder, you don't have to force it. Just go whatever range of motion is comfortable, whatever you can do. There we go. We got 5 more. There we go. Good, good, good. Go slow with this also. We'd even try to incorporate our breathing here. So we're breathing out as we go around. We breathe in when we get that little stretch at the beginning. Good. So we breathe in here, big deep breath in through our diaphragm, through our belly, and then breathe out slowly as you're going all the way around. Try to make that breath as you're breathing out last the whole time you're going around. Good. I think we have 3 more after this one. There we go. You should be, these last few here, you're starting to feel yourself rotate a lot better. Maybe get a little closer to the ground if you were off the ground. Also, these mobility things aren't going to, you're not going to see, you might not see huge improvements after the first time. If you do these daily, every other day, you'll start noticing big improvements after a week or so. Good, we got 1 more after this. 1 more, and we're going to flip over to the other side. Awesome. All right, let's relax. We're going to flip over. So we're going to bring the foam roller over to the other side. And now we're going to do both those exercises on the other side. So first we're going to start with that rotation. Now we're rotating with our left arm. And good. There we go, rotating as far as we can. This is where you might notice a little difference on each side. Good, make sure we get that reach also. Reach, 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 reach. And good. Reach, 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 reach. Good. 3. And 4. Let's bring that leg up just a little higher. Again, make sure we're incorporating our breathing. Breathing here through our diaphragm. Big deep breath in and breathe out as you rotate. Making sure that the breathing out is nice, slow, and controlled the whole way. Good. Number 5 here. Again, if you're not on the same exact pace as we're going here, that's fine. Go at your own pace. We're not going too fast or anything. Good. Reach, reach, reach. Number 6. Good. Number 7. Good. Number 8. And good. Number 9. We're almost there. We got 6 more we're going to do. Good. Number 10. 5 more. Nice and controlled with these. Making sure you're getting that reach. Making sure we're doing our breathing also. Good. And 12. $13. Good. 14. Got one more on this side. Last one, make it count. Try to get a good stretch in this one. Good rotation as far as you can. 15. Awesome. Now we're going to go 10 of the ones where we're going up and overhead. So getting that little reach and then taking that arm, going up overhead. Good. Keeping the back of your hand on the ground the whole time. As far as you can, we're coming up and under, bending the arm, getting behind that low back, and then reversing. And good. 1. Remember, we're doing 10 of these. Get that reach. Good. We're going slow, as you see Margaret's doing here. She's going slow around. She's not trying to force it. She's not trying to race. Just whatever control she has. Again, if you don't have a lot of range of motion here, if we're just getting around, we're coming about to like right here, and that's kind of all we can do, we're getting pain, then we'll come back. Work a pain-free range of motion. And slowly over time, hopefully, we increase that range of motion further and further pain-free. I think that was number 3 there, right? There we go. Number 4. We're almost halfway there. There we go. Number 5. Good. After this exercise, we have one more rotational exercise, then everything else is going to be lower body. And number 6. There we go. 7. Eight. Good, we got 2 more here. Take your time with them. 9. Good, last one here, and 10. Last one, getting that rotation. And good, awesome. All right, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna take away the foam roller. We're still gonna be on our side though. We're gonna go into what's called a bretzel. So we'll stay on this side we're on. I'll show you one demonstration. So we're gonna have the same position pretty much with the top knee. It's gonna be on the ground, but now it's on the ground, not on the foam roll. We're going to take our bottom arm, so in this case Margaret's going to take her right arm and she's going to hold that knee in place. She is now going to take that left arm and she is going to grab her opposite ankle. Now, not everyone could do this with mobility. If not, I'm going to show another variation of how to kind of get into it. So she's going now to rotate the other way as she opens up this leg. So she's going to try to open up, and good. She's going to rotate back. Actually, you know what? We're going to go on the side for this one to show it. So let's actually move to the side, get a better, show the side of it better. Let's actually go to angle. I think it'll be seen a little better. Let's go to angle this way. Yeah. All right, so hopefully we can see a little bit better at this angle. So she's going to take that top leg, so left knee up, there we go. And then she's grabbing this one, and she's going to open up as she rotates this way. So she's trying to open that bottom knee as far as she can, get a nice stretch through that quad, through the hip. She's rotating her thoracic spine this way as she does it. There we go. Good. Getting pain-free. Now, if you can't grab that ankle, that's where we can grab the towel here. We're going to put the towel around her ankle. Now she can grab the towel, and now she can get that same stretch, but she doesn't have to grab the ankle. This is another way we can do this. So whichever way you can do, what we're going to do is we're going to go 5 rotations with our breathing. Big deep breath in, breathe out as you rotate, trying to get that knee opened up, our ankle up as high as we can, and then come back. We're only going to hold it for maybe like 1-2 seconds, and then we rotate back. So we're going to do 5 of those. Let's do a few more of them. There we go. Like I said, you should be feeling this a lot in that quad, that hip flexor, a little bit of our shoulders, our thoracic spine as we're getting that rotation. Good. Let's do 2 more. Get those 2 without the towel here. There we go, rotating, trying to open up. And last one. There we go. As you see, she's also trying to keep that left knee on the ground the whole time. It's not rocking and coming off the ground. Awesome, good. Now let's do the other side. Let's get 5 on the other side here. So, top knee is going to be on the ground. Holding that knee there, grabbing the other ankle, and then we're rotating and opening up. You might, like I said, you might feel a little tighter on one side versus the other. That's okay. Go whatever range of motion you can. And then we're coming back. We let everything go back and then pull it apart a little more. Trying to pull that leg further and further without going into too much extension in your lumbar. There we go. Good. Rotating again, making sure we're breathing. Big deep breath in through the diaphragm. And then breathe out slowly the whole rotation. There we go. Let's get 2 more there. Like I said, we're doing about 5 here. If you do 6, 7, that's totally fine. We don't have to do exact amount of reps here. We're just trying to get some good range of motion and trying to increase that mobility with each rep. Good, good, good. Awesome. And we're going to relax. Alrighty. So, next what we're going to do is we're going to be standing up. So we'll get this out of the way. So we're going to use something to kind of stand on. I'm going to use this towel here. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of fold it up so it gives us a little bit of a lift. And we're going to use this lift with our toes and our heels. You can also use a book, a half foam roller, anything that gives us maybe a good 2 to 3 inch lift with our toes. All right. So we're going to do that. It's a little soft, and actually, you know what? Let's try. That's not going to work. We're just going to do there. Like I said, usually a book or something a little harder will work better, but for this, we're just going to go here. So we're going to have, as she took her shoes off, you can have shoes off, shoes on, doesn't matter. We're going to have feet together. Toes are going to be up onto the lift. Heels are down. So it's actually, let's go sideways. It's going to be a better demonstration. So her heels are on the ground, her toes are lifted up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come up overhead. She's going to have a nice stretch there. And then she's going to bend down, and she's going to try to touch her toes all the way. Now, if you can't touch your toes, that's totally fine. What I want you to do is let's show them without touching the toes. So we're going to come down, reach. If, say, we only get about halfway the shins, we're then going to bend the knees and touch the toes. Bend the knees. I want you touching the toes with every rep, and then we're coming right back up. Nice full extension. So we're going to do 10 of those with the toes up. All right, and 1. Good, making sure we're touching the toes. Good, all the way back up. And 2. Again, if you can't touch the toes, bend the knees and go all the way to make sure you touch the toes. Good, 3. There we go. 4. And 5. 6. And 7. 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. And 10. There we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to step up and over our lift, and we're going to have our heels raised. So we're going to have a little bit of a heel raise here. And we're going to do the same exact thing with this. Arms up, and we're going to reach down and touch those toes. Again, if you can't touch toes, bend the knees and touch the toes. I want you touching the toes every single time, but try to touch them without bending the knees if you can. There we go. And the key here is making sure we're coming up to full extension through our hips and down. Good. 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. Good. Let's do 2 more here. And 9. Good. Last one. And 10. Good. All right. We're going to take that lift away, and now we're going to do the last part of this, and we're going to do 10 of them flat feet. So feet together all the way, and we're going to do the same thing. 1. This is where you might feel like you're getting a little bit more of a reach too, getting a little further down. 2. 3. 4. Good. Another great way to do this too is roll up a towel and squeeze it in between your knees. It'll increase your range of motion a little bit too. 5. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. And 9. Good. Last one. And 10. Awesome. All right, next we're going to grab our tennis ball and we're going to do a little foam rolling, a little myofascial in the glutes. So we're going to take a seat, we're going to grab that tennis ball, and we're going to find a nice spot just to kind of place that tennis ball in that glute. We are then going to cross whichever leg we're working on, we're going to cross that leg over into a figure 4. And we're going to lean a little bit over onto that glute. And we're just going to go about 2 minutes here. I want you to roll around, find some knots in there. Adjust your positioning. We don't have to stay in one spot the whole time. I want you to figure out kind of where your knots are. Dig in a little bit. That tennis ball is going to really dig in. Or if you have a lacrosse ball, baseball, it's going to dig in even more. We're just going to find those spots. If you find a nice knot, hang out there for a little bit. It's kind of just roll that knot out. Good. This is a great way to kind of dig into those deep muscles in the glutes. I like using a ball version versus a foam roller. I feel like tennis ball, lacrosse ball, or something even a little bit bigger, it's got a good density to it, gets into some of those muscles a little bit better than a big long foam roller. Okay, let's keep going. Like I said, we're going to do 2 minutes here. Usually you want about 2-3 minutes kind of minimum when we're rolling out an area. Let's go 1 more minute on this side. Now also whenever you're foam rolling, especially like this, we want to try to keep kind of a very relaxed in our muscles, our face, not wincing or tensing. When we're tensing up through the neck and our face muscles, then we're just making it harder to relax some of those muscles. So again, like we kind of were doing with our exercise earlier, think about your breathing. Breathe in through that diaphragm. Big deep breath and breathe out. It's also going to help us get some oxygen into those muscles. Another 30 seconds. You can adjust however you need to. If you're kind of arms are getting tired of holding yourself up, try to find a way where you're maybe not using your arms as much. Sometimes that's why I like using a little bit bigger ball than a tennis ball, but I know not everyone has some of those different balls to foam roll with. So. And good, let's go to the other side. Let's get 2 minutes on the other side. Now if you want to pause and do longer, go ahead. The more you do, the better. Ready, and let's go. A little tighter on that side. There we go. Now if crossing the leg is too hard too, another way I like to do it is just keep that leg straight. So instead of crossing it, we just keep it straight and you can kind of let it kind of rotate the leg or rotate in, and we're still going to get deep in those muscles. Crossing the leg, that's just a little bit more advanced version to dig into some of those muscles more. But if that's too much, or if we have knee problems and we don't want to cross, leaving the leg straight is totally fine. Again, there's no wrong way when we're doing myofascial stuff or positioning. Just kind of find a way that works well for you, that's comfortable for you to relax and dig into those muscles. Let's get 1 more minute here. know 2 minutes is a long time. "30 more seconds. Good. Just relax. Try to let it release. You should be feeling those knots go away a little bit here. Let's go another 15 seconds. Three, 2, and 1. Good. Let's relax. All right, now that we got a little bit into the glutes, we're going to get into quads and hip flexors. So we're going to go back to our mat. We're just going to use this just for kneeling. So we're going to go into a half kneeling position. So pretty much a kneeling lunge. So yep, 1 foot up just like that. We're going to take this pole. This is where if you have a PVC pipe, a bat, a broomstick, anything that we can hold on to and press into the ground. So we're going to go into this lunge position, 1 foot forward. Let's actually go sideways. It's going to show a little better there. Up, up, other way. Yep, we're videotaping. Other way. Other way.
You can see the camera.
All right, so we're going to go into our lunge position here. So we're going to have arms straight, and we're going to take this pole and we're going to push it into the ground. So by doing that, we're going to push it into the ground. We're going to engage through our core and our lat muscles, which is going to allow us to get a deeper stretch into our hips and quads. So she's nice and straight here. We're going to squeeze the left glute, because that left side there that's down, that's the side we're going to be stretching. She's going to squeeze that glute, and then she's going to lean forward all the way. So keeping the bar there, just lean forward. Good, so let's come back here. Let's actually back up a little bit. Let's back up. So then our whole body is leaning forward, and the bar is going to come forward too. There we go. Just like that. And now we're getting a nice stretch there. We're pushing that pole into the ground the whole time. Try to put a hole in the ground. And now we're going to come back. Good. And we're going to reset, push the pole into the ground, and go back. Now the big thing you don't want to do here is, let's come back into the position. We don't want to have just the upper body go forward, so leave your hips back. So we don't want to just stretch the upper body. Good, and come back. And we don't want to go into any extension in the low back, like this. So we want to come back to position. This is where I like to engage the glute first. Squeeze the glute nice and tall, and think of from your knee to your shoulders as one line. And that line, we're just going to lean forward. So she's leaning forward. She's opening up that left hip flexor. And then come back. And again, we're pushing that pole in the ground the whole time. We're engaging the core here, the lats. We're getting those hip flexor muscles to open up a little bit more. Good. Then we're going to do one more after this. If you need something to kneel on, you can. I know our floor here is really hard on the knees. There we go. Awesome. All right, we're going to do the other side now. Get 5 on the other side. So going into that half kneeling, pull in the ground, squeeze the glute, and we're just going to lean forward, keeping those arms straight. Arms straight, bar goes forward, good. So you're almost going to be parallel with the bar and your upper body. So we're going from here to here. The bar and the body, upper body is all straight and parallel together as we're leaning forward. There we go. And we're not holding it too long, just maybe a 3-second hold. There we go. Four. Good. One more. And 5. Awesome. All right, we're going to stand up now. We're going to get a little bit in the IT bands. So we're getting a nice stretch here. So we're going to be standing. We're going to cross our left leg over. So left leg is going to cross over the right. We're then going to reach up overhead, get a nice big reach. We're going to rotate to our left. So now our upper body is facing left, and then we're going to come down, and we're going to reach for that right heel. So we're going to go down as far as we can, reaching for that right heel, feeling a nice stretch through that IT band, that hip, and then good. We're going to come up, arms up overhead, and we're going to rotate to our right as far as we can. And we're going to do it again. Come back, rotate first as far as you can, and then reach for that heel. Good. Coming up, and rotate. Good. Coming back. Let's do two more. And reach. There we go. Reach as far as we can. And then up. Rotate. And come back. Last one. Reach. Good, and come back. All right, let's go to the other side. So now we're going to cross right leg over. Good, and we're going to go the opposite way. Arms up, rotate to your right, and reach. Good, reach as far as we can. Coming up, rotate to the left as far as you can, and back. Good, two. And up and back. Good, three. Four. And one more. And five. Good. All right, we're going to go to one last stretch here. We're going to do some hamstring stretches on the ground. So, this is where you're going to use either your stretch strap or the towel. So, like I said, we have a stretch strap, but I'll show you with the towel real quick. We're just going to turn the towel into a stretch strap, holding on and placing the foot there. Yep, so we're about to do a 30-second hold with each leg straight up, and then we're going to go left and right with that leg. So let's start just straight up. We're keeping that knee straight. Other leg is straight on the ground. We're not bringing it up at all, and we're just going to relax the upper body and just hold that leg there. Let's go 30 seconds, just holding it there, making sure we're doing our breathing. Breathe in through that diaphragm. Big deep breath in, slow exhale. Try to keep that leg straight. If it's really hard to keep that leg up there, if it's shaking or anything, then we can straighten it out more and bring it down a little lower. So I want you to be at a comfortable spot that you don't feel like your hamstring's going to rip off or something, or you're shaking and trying to hold it. 3, 2, 1, and good. Let's drop. Let's keep it on that same leg, actually. Nope. So let's keep it on that same leg, and let's just drop that leg over to our left. So we're just dropping over. Yep. So now we're going to get a little bit more. So we're not letting our upper body rotate. We're just letting gravity and our weight of our leg just drop over. Now, it doesn't matter if you have good mobility through the hips, low back and stuff, that leg might go on the ground. If not, it's totally fine. We're just letting gravity do the work. We're not forcing it or anything. 10 more seconds. 2, 1, and good. Let's let it drop now to the right. There we go. So we're just letting it drop to the opposite side. Get a big stretch through that hamstring. There we go. Good, good, good. going. Just relax. Remember you're breathing. Just breathe, breathe, breathe. Big deep breaths in. Long inhale, long exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Dropping over to the other side now. Last. Oh, wait, no, excuse me. Other leg. Switch legs. Good. Other leg. Making sure that that right leg is straight. Keeping it up. There we go. Just getting a nice stretch. 30 seconds here. And good. Let's drop that leg over to the right now. So crossing over. Nice 30 seconds. Remember breathing, keeping your upper body nice and loose. We're not trying to pull on too tight or anything. And good. Cross that leg over the other side. And just let it drop. Last 30 seconds. Good. 15 more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Relax. Alrighty. So that's it for today in our mobility. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll thank Margaret here for helping us out and showing us. And we'll see you next week.